Instacash. Instacash tickets now available at the terminal from all lottery agents. It's fast, it's easy to play, and you win instantly. For only $2, you can win up to $3,000 on Money Tree Instacash game. Here's how to play and win. Find at least 4 cash symbols in the Money Tree and win with the corresponding prize as shown in the prize legends below. You win! It's fast, it's easy, and you win instantly.
Vaval Central begins now. Vaval Central is sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Stamina Energy Drink, Blue Waters. Let me say good morning to my brothers Dexter and Hector, Tropical Shipping, The Computer Store, UTV Channel 124, Island Sounds, Lighting and Power Rentals, and Ram J's Auto Parts.
The road is ready. The stage awaits. The time is now. Experience the parade of the bands along the Caribbean's most scenic carnival route, the Castries City Circuit. Enjoy sun, soca, and selfies as costumes color the roadway from Mega J to Mega J in a battle of the bands to claim the title of Band of the Year 2023. Parade Day 1, Monday, July 17th from 10 a.m. Parade Day 2, Tuesday, July 18th from 11 a.m. Whether spectator or reveler, suit up and wind down. Lucian Carnival. It's time to answer the call to color.
Come in the city, the mass of our people, the art of creativity and freedom. Join the revelry for absolutely free from Wednesday, July 12th to Friday, July 14th. Mass in the city with live entertainment daily. Answer the call to color as we set the Castries City Circuit ablaze with the sweet sounds of steel pan, calypso, and soca music from your favorite Lucian artists and bands. There's something for everyone, and it's free. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that.
Are you a small business owner looking for dependable IT support? Then look no further. TCS has the solutions to all your IT needs. Our experience and
desktops and laptops, computer hardware and software, computer accessories, inks, toners, and much more. Don't let IT Solutions cripple your operations or your ability to serve your clients. Call us today at 450-4638 or visit us on the ground floor of the American Drywall Building at Vidbutai. The Computer Store, meeting your demands in the IT world.
Stamina Energy, rise to the occasion.
Energy starts here. Yo, Stamina Energy, Stamina Energy, Stamina Energy is the truth to keep me pumping, to keep me moving, to keep me grooving, to keep me pumping all night and day. Energy right, to go all night. It's Stamina Energy, can't get me light.
Stamina Energy, rise to the occasion.
Trees again. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. Who me? I only drink one brand. Blue waters inside the house and the pan. When I need to hydrate, I drink blue waters. I'm feeling great. When you see we out on the road and we going hard, take a sip of blue waters. That's the number one brand. Drink blue waters and mind my business. Is the truth. When the hot sun come, I drink blue waters to cool me down. When you see we out on the road and we going hard, take a sip of blue waters. That's the number. I go drink blue waters and mind my business.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Ready staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping. So we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. Can't wait. No packets to big to small. I cannot wait to ship with tropical. No packets too big to small. Just ship with tropical.
Tropical Shipping St. Lucia Limited, located on Manuel Street. Telephone number 4570900. Visit www.tropical.com.
Warning.
The Surgeon General cautions the public about the dangers of stress to their physical and mental well-being, and as such has dedicated July 14th as Mental Day. On Friday, July 14th, Red Unlimited and Radio Caribbean International present Color Me Red. Color Me Red. Mental Day.
Don't tell me about walk in the morning unless we talking hard work. Wine and down, wine up and down.
A day to forget your troubles, unwind, and recharge for Carnival 2023. Color Me Red with Kess the Band.
We gon' make them jump. We gon' make them turn up.
Kess the Band.
What's the plan? What you say? Let me try.
Patrice Roberts. Patrice Roberts. Lyrical.
Everybody's on pop. That's why I win. I turn up the
Lyrical. Nyla Blackman. And more at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground from 8 p.m. Tickets are available at Radio Caribbean International, Steve's Barbershop, The Cell, TM Antoine Partners, Courts, Travel and Leisure Center, and redevents.fourcirclestickets.com. Come experience the energy and lively atmosphere that is Color Me Red. Color Me Red Mental Day, Friday, July 14th, is sponsored by Flow, Courts, Bounty, JP Chenet, Piton, Crystal Clear, the Barbados Tourism Authority, Rainforest Seafood, and St. Lucia Kings. Color Me Red. Don't miss it.
Good morning, Vaval Central.
And we're back. Let me say good morning to my brother Teddy.
Morning, Iwa. Good morning. The morning after the fete before, right?
Right.
Not the night before, the fete before. There's a good morning, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Of course. Do I need to tell them, Iwa? 101.1 on the radio. That is the radio 101.1. There is the Facebook page of Radio Caribbean, the official page of Radio Caribbean. There is the Facebook page of UTV, UTV 1 to 4, and of course the Facebook and IG pages of Carnival St. Lucia. What more you need, Iwa? Yesterday, but this carnival, let me tell you, really gone crazy. The number of events. Yesterday was a nice time in Bonte, Iowa. Some folks from Boston, nice get together. I was talking about 30 people, ended up about 70 people. What nice life, Iowa. Pressure and problem together. The request of Escape was crazy at the new venue. To barely get a request, then try and go to Euphoria. And you know, Iowa, this morning, there's a fete called Bad, a breakfast fete swinging now, all now so, from 4 till 11, and at Ram, Iowa, people well supporting a breakfast fete this morning called Bad. And that's in a while, a little later in the morning, Saka fete starting whole day, from about 11 o'clock right through.
I called my partner Teddy yesterday. I said, Teddy, what are you doing morning? Man, tell me party going to.
Yeah. So we know Escape is the Mawan Fete, Mawan work. So from 2 o'clock, people gone Escape yesterday afternoon. But that was the case the last few years. That was a big Escape. But now this morning, working morning, Friday morning, banks party. Open, things swinging, party swinging till 11:30. A new party called Bad, and that'll be the case throughout Iowa. I did swing past on the way down, and Iowa. It's just a joy to see people, the carnival expand, people in full swing, their cups in the air, and they partying in the brunch way. The fashion, yeah. And so we should give them a shout in a while. One of them was about 9 o'clock to see how the vibe going in the breakfast fete there this morning. And also Euphoria, will touch on that in a bit. Euphoria last night, setting the pace. Euphoria, the all-white party over at the Darren Sammy grounds. We will speak on that and how it went in just a bit. But we're getting ready for the big Saka fete today, Iowa. DJ HP. In the fond, as he's saying, that's how he has coined and named his venue. And also, we have the big one. The big one, that is your. By the way, you must stand a little bit, you'll see your t-shirt. It's the official Color Me Red t-shirt. Are you serious today? There's no mistaking where your agenda is today. You're all right, you're lame, you laid back for the rest, but you look like you're in another mood. Thaddeus Antoine tell me that Lyrical and Nyla Blackman will be here about 8:30. So you know, there's no traffic this morning.
He told me that he would have made an appearance.
Yeah, and he passing through this morning. So you know, Taddy won't let Nyla and Lyrical be on his Vaval Central and he's not here. So in a while they're coming through. people asking me, boy, people something else, you know. The ladies territorial, the one and who's that lady on the program? That is Officer Charlotte Thomas, ASP, Assistant Superintendent. It's not a new carnival model, you know. I know they looking. She look so comfortable on Vaval Central. Welcome, ASP Thomas.
Thank you, Mr. Francis. Good
Right.
morning to the listeners. Good morning, St. Lucia.
Right. And we are going to speak with ASP Thomas in a while about all arrangements. You know, we're not lapsing on security and traffic and on the order. And in the Vaval, there is a method to the madness. And we'll speak with her on all the different aspects. ASP Thomas, they're joining us. ASP, you ever play mass? You ever join a costume, wear a costume?
No, I have not.
You thinking about it?
Probably.
Possibility?
Possibly.
What band you feeling? Which band you feeling? You could do a Zuvo?
Yeah, Zuva is a nice band.
Right.
I saw some of the costumes and it was very interesting.
She look like she rock a costume, Iwa. ASP Thomas, a senior officer, and played a mass. And Joseph let us down all the years, Iwa. She never take the plunge.
Good morning, Anne.
And Joseph, boy, you never play that costume. That would be a joy in the carnival. But we come back to you, ASP Thomas. You're comfortable. So the ladies who are asking, they understand why you're here, right? Right. Okay. We're coming back to very important, the High Command of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force to maintain the order in the festival. But before that, as you say, we'll go through all arrangements, all projections for the carnival. The list of fetes, I think I should go through between tomorrow and the estimate about something like, boy, approaching 90 fetes in 19 days, you know. There's a lot of fetes, a lot of fetes. So, you know, between, and when you include boat rides and all that, about 90 such events in 19 days. It's a lot, you know. Jamie, that means a lot of people circulating. You know, a simple man providing ice. Let's just deliver the smallest item. You know, ice, you have to be officer for 90 events. The Iceman rich boy, the drinks. That's why we say we should sponsor more food, catering, fashion, you know, all aspects, transportation, the taxi men busy boy, because people, you know, who the rentals, you can't get a rental at all, you know, and the taxi men busy, people shuttling from, you imagine at the fete end just before 2 o'clock last night, you could imagine shuttling people from both stations, lots of people to shuttle, they book down the taxi, so the money circulating and the number of breakfast fetes. But we get into that in a while, and as we said, we have a member of the High Command of the Police Force here to go through arrangements with us. We're expecting Nyla and Lyrical in the studio, and Iwa. We are not forgetting Steel Band, and we have to do the road match check. And lots of where you have artists like Crazy passing through today. It's already passed through. 2 verses and gone through. But we here with the police. Before that, the police do appreciate one of the more peaceful events in Carnival, Steel Band. You agree, right?
Yes,
no big talk had there, no big headache. Who you getting again? The
What's Babono? Panorama Champions 2023.
2022, 2021, 2020. You could go back in Iowa.
Yeah.
2019. I catch you. There's no panorama in 2020. That's COVID. Wherever you something else, you know.
Not me, you.
You something else, you know.
2022, 2023, 2019, 2018, 2017.
Right. Alison, Mackey, and McDonald. Good morning to all the panelists. I see them all over the fete enjoying themselves. They relax now after months of practicing. Let's go. We go into the pan and come back with ASP Thomas from the police force and lots more action. Lyrical, Nyla Blackman, Teddy, all the artists, all our top artists coming through. A packed program on Vaval Central, and of course the breakfast. The artists coming through, but they talking to each other about the breakfast hour. They're making sure they get a blind on Vaval Central to get us breakfast licks. Go on, Iwa. Cut Babylon.
Babano on Vaval Central. Teddy?
Yeah, always fascinating, the treatment, the arrangement that they introduce to the original song. And that of course, is the real test. That's where the judges really test them. The arrangement, the innovation, musically, the parts added, but also the challenge is not to deviate too far from the original tune musically. And so it's an interesting challenge for them, and ultimately the judges to decide who treated it best without, in fact, bastardizing or losing the thread with the tune. Panorama, and so as we said, the 5 victories there for Court Babono, the likes of Pantime, Lucelec Pantime, and the other bands like Labrie, Steel Orchestra, and Fantastic would be looking to really come good and put a challenge and try to end that streak by Alison Markey and his group from Babono. The headquarters, of course, at Grand River, you know it well, Iwa, next to Twist, your place self. So that's where they in fact practice. ASP, acting ASP, Thomas is waiting to go and tell us the basic arrangement. Welcome to Vaval Central.
Thank you very much.
Tell us exactly what the arrangements are, how we're looking. Let's go with the times. Juve and the parade of bands. Go ahead.
Okay. The Juve parade starts at 4 a.m. I believe 2 bands are coming from, one from Banan, yes, and also the band from Masha.
They're coming down?
They're coming down. However, some of the bands will be assembling at the SAB, and then will be proceeding down. I believe Mudsters will be coming from VG, proceeding down, and they're taking the Carnival route. So they will be turning left onto Jabati Street.
That's in front of Marcy Supermarket.
In front of Marcy Supermarket right there. At the intersection with Darling Road, they'll be taking a right. They will continue down Darling Road, take another right onto Jeremy Street.
That is passing the Grizzly bus stand and Dilly's, right?
Yes, in front of that Grizzly bus stand, Dilly's, yes. To that intersection with Jeremy Street, the old CDC buildings.
Right.
They will be taking a right in front of the market there.
Going towards the market.
Going towards the market. They'll also be taking another right from the market going up John Kempton Highway.
So they're not going into the heart of the city?
No, they are not.
They're not. Neither the Juve nor the parade of bands?
No.
Well, interesting. We'll come to that in a while, but they continue the route, and so they're supposed to go back up towards
they will go back up.
What about the 2 bands from Banan? What happens then when they get to the arcade, in front of the arcade? What happens to the 2 bands from Banan?
Well, the 2 bands from Banan, as far as we're aware, that every band has to go through the stage where you'll have the stage set up so that they could be judged.
Well, wouldn't they be judged on the first turn? Like when they come down? Right, I think they judge on that first turn. So once they've finished judging and make the round, I'm saying most of the bands are going up towards Sanssouci, towards Lucelec and to December,
right? Where they started, but Banan will be going back to Banan.
Right, so the 2 bands,
because I believe they have their own breakfast and after party.
And Pulwa, the Marsha group, going back to Marsha?
Yes.
Okay, to be clear on that. They're very clear. Just go through it again for persons who have just joined. Want to be clear on the Juve arrangements.
Okay.
And start by telling us the time limit. What's the window for Juve?
Juve starts at 4 a.m. and ends at 7.
What?
Yes, that is the time for Juve. As I said, we have bands coming from different points. However, most bands will assemble by the SAB, and then they will proceed down south on John Kempton Highway. When they get to that roundabout, they will take a left turn onto Jabati Street, onto Darling Road, right turn, continue right onto Jeremy Street, right onto John Kempton Highway, and they will proceed back to the SAB of VG.
Okay. Tell me, you mentioned the 3 hours for the Juve. Is there any discretion for the police that if the Juve is absolutely peaceful and going well, and the revelers beg for 30 minutes again, is there a discretion factor?
Well, that will be determined by the commander on ground. But that is the time that has been allocated and the time that was discussed.
Okay, why so tight? That's the tightest it's been. I'm not saying you're wrong to just the thinking behind keeping it at a very tight window, 3 hours of jump. There are people that's the only carnival jump in Juve. So why is it so narrow and so tight? You would know your reasons why. Any particular reason why?
We're looking at safety and security of persons, and also, as I said, it's something that has been discussed. There have been meetings with stakeholders and the commissioner's office and other high-ranking officers. But as I said, it will depend on the commander on the morning, as you indicated, if there's any discretion. So that will be determined. But the time has been set. However, some discretion can happen.
Yeah. I'm asking because there are many variables. For example, it could be a rainy morning and it rains for the first hour, heavily for the first hour and a half. So the officer, the commander on the ground decides, okay, I'll allow them.
I think the rain people will enjoy that, Mr. Francis.
No, I'm saying before they assemble. It always keeps back the assembling point. But some bands have hinted at starting a little earlier. Is that allowed to start at 3:30, a little chipping down the road just to... How would you handle that? If a band starts from the meeting point, let's say the banana or the so at 3:30?
Well, that would be expected from the banana one. We cannot expect them to start at 4 a.m. Because all the other bands, there's assembly point and they come down. Coming from Banan, you would expect it's a little distance, right? So then coming down that time, assembling point there and coming down. So we'd expect them to come a little earlier.
Okay, fair enough. Because I think Mudsters hinted Isabel and so they might start a little earlier. Just a little chip to get to the point and to maximize the time. Tell us of the parade now, starting at the time, the window for so we're making it clear to the Juve people, the round around the city, you come down the highway, the waterfront, you turn in front of the Massey supermarket, go towards the gardens you turn right, you're going past Grosely bus stand and Dilly's, right on Jeremy Street towards the market, and you turn again at the arcade, going back up the road. So you're not going to inner city. What's the main thinking behind avoiding that inner the city, at the heart of the city? What's the main thinking? Normally the bands always say that helps with the backlog. So especially when it comes to the parade of bands, the big bands in the afternoon, the 12 trucks and so, wouldn't that, aren't you afraid that will cause the backlog? There's a major incident last year, Suvo and so being blocked. I know you have thought it through and discussed with stakeholders. You're confident that route will operate without major backlog?
Yes, we are. There are mitigating circumstances, and we also have contingency plans in case something happens. So, as I said, there has been discussions with the various stakeholders, and that is the decided route. We're also looking at security. We also want to keep persons safe. And you're also looking at the routes, because I think some of the trucks,
negotiate the corners.
Yes. So then all of these considerations have played a major role in the route as to where the carnival route will be. So it is the same route as last year that is being undertaken this year.
Yeah. What I'm figuring, you about to go through now, the parade, the precise time for the major parade of bands in the afternoon.
Yes. The bands will start off at 10 a.m. And exactly at 10 a.m. So we're asking your revelers and the revelers to be there for 10 a.m. because that is the official start time.
You should told them 9 then.
9. Well, they will have to assemble at 9. So, but that will be for the band leaders to have to organize their persons, and ensure that all their revelers for the bands are at.
Yeah. In fact, seriously, as you say, the logical assembly time should be at least 9 o'clock.
Yes.
At latest 9 o'clock, because otherwise you to move at 10 o'clock.
Yes, because you cannot be there for you
and
cannot
move at 10. Ask them
leave home at 10 and expect to be there for 10. No.
Right.
So it will be a logical thing that persons leave their home early, find yourself at the assembly point, get into your bands and in an orderly fashion so that you could enjoy your parade down to the city.
We start at Mega J again.
Yes, at Mega J again. We start at Mega J at 10 o'clock in the morning. We go down using the southbound lanes. And we, upon the VG roundabout, you continue. You go straight down to Jamari gas station.
Northwest Jamari.
Yes, and you get onto John Camp, the VG roundabout. Sorry, and that roundabout again. You take the left because the staging area is on Jabati Street.
No, so you go on quickly. You left to say. So you turn just past Jamari's at the VG field, the SAB. You turn left, of course, because the person's not familiar, and you go straight past Lucelec.
You go past Lucelec. You go over the bridge. front of government buildings. When you get to the VG roundabout, the roundabout in front of the supermarket right there, you take a left turn. That is onto Jean-Baptiste Street. That is where the staging area is. The judging and staging area. You continue. Again, when you get to the intersection with Darling Road, that is where the Grocery bus stop is. The revelers will take a right, go down that street in front of Dilly's to Jeremy Street, the traffic lights intersection there again. You take another right. You continue in front of the old CDC apartments. You continue until you get to the intersection of John Compton and Jeremy. Then you take another right, which is in front of the Vendors Arcade, and they go back up the road. Yes. Now, I want to tell persons that we will have road closures and blockages. So that is very important to individuals to understand that there will be road closures and blockages. So if there is any business to be done, we advise persons to do it very, very early.
What time will the roads be blocked in the major?
Usually the roads are blocked 2 hours before.
So from 8 o'clock that morning?
Yes, so because we need to ensure the safety of our revelers, because we have a lot of trucks traveling. They have to find the place at in front of Mega J, so we have to be very, very cautious on the road. So we're advising road users. There will be signage along the roads, so we're asking persons to take note of this. Also, the northbound lane, that is the lanes, going from up to Rosedale from the VG roundabout. The external lane will be open, but the inner lane, we're trying to avoid persons or any vehicular traffic from occupying that lane, and this will only strictly be for emergency vehicles. Okay. Now, in a case where you have a band probably coming down and approaching probably the busy intersection, and we have any traffic on the road, we will communicate with persons on ground, probably in the city, to stop any vehicular traffic that is coming up. So we do not cause any blockages. We do not put any revelers in any sort of danger. So when that happens, that will be completely shut down.
Yeah. So people like the carnival officials, they use that one lane going up north to traverse the parade route and to assess it and whatnot. They do have access. And normal people coming from VG Airport, from VG residents, and so they do have the use of that one lane.
Yes. Because we cannot hinder them from going to where they have to go. But we're just asking persons just to be cautious when you're driving, persons on the road, so take your time.
Tell us what's important, the cutoff time for the traffic, the parade bands, the cutoff time officially.
This year, the official cutoff time is 7 o'clock, 7 p.m.
That's an improvement
from last year. I believe it was 6 o'clock. Right. So this year, we're looking at 7 p.m. So the first day, we start at 10 and you end at 7. The second day is from 11 and then we also end at 7. Right. So we have given that 1 hour extra leeway for the revelers to have their jump up.
We're speaking with ASP Thomas from the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. We'll continue our very important discussion with her after the break. But again, the area and the matter of discretion when the bands are moving from Mega G to Mega G, when they're on the way back up the parade to Mega G, what happens when it's 7 o'clock hits, but there's still bands at VG and such areas? What would the police, how would they approach it? There's been a major complaint from the bands that they stopped in mid-flow. So we'll discuss that with ASP Thomas, who has been very clear on the arrangements thus far. We'll discuss that and other matters with her when we come back, putting into Vaval 2023. I saw her working last night. She was busy working, yet she's up and ready this morning. We're quite impressed. Iwa, you're in CMR mode. You ready for it? Thaddeus and his group on the way with the artists. But we're coming back with ASP Thomas after the break, and lots of artists, lots more action on Vaval Central. That's our final program, Iwa? No, we're not sure, right? You tell them. It depends how much up we are after what the carnival do to us. We come back after the break.
Thank you very much, Teddy. Vaval Central and the Caribbean Sound is sponsored by the Carnival Planning Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Stamina Energy Drink, Blue Waters, Tropical Shipping, the Computer Store, UTV Channel 124, Island Sounds, Lighting and Power Rentals, and Ramjay's Auto Parts.
The road is ready. The stage awaits. The time is now. Experience the parade of the bands along the Caribbean's most scenic carnival route, the Castries City Circuit. Enjoy sun, soca, and selfies as costumes color the roadway from Mega J to Mega J in a battle of the bands to claim the title of Band of the Year 2023. Parade Day 1, Monday, July 17th from 10 a.m. Parade Day 2, Tuesday, July 18th from 11 a.m. Whether spectator or reveler, suit up and wind down. Lucian Carnival. It's time to answer the call to color.
Come in the city, the mass of our people, the art of creativity and freedom. Join the revelry for absolutely free from Wednesday, July 12th to Friday, July 14th. Mass in the city with live entertainment daily. Answer the call to color as we set the Castries City Circuit ablaze with the sweet sounds of steel pan, calypso, and soca music from your favorite Lucian artists and bands. There's something for everyone, and it's free. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that.
Are you a small business owner looking for dependable IT support? Then look no further. TCS has the solutions to all your IT needs. Our experienced and qualified team of IT professionals has all your IT solutions. We provide wired and wireless networking, point-of-sale solutions, network security, data backup and recovery solutions, desktops and laptops, computer hardware and software, computer accessories, inks, toners, and much more. Don't let IT solutions cripple your operations or your ability to serve your clients. Call us today at 450-4638 or visit us on the ground floor of the American Drywall Building at Bidbutai. The Computer Store, meeting your demands in the IT world.
Patrice again. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. Who me? I only drink one brand. Blue waters inside the house and the barn. When I need to hydrate, I drink blue waters. I'm feeling great. When you see we out on the road and we going hard, take a sip of blue waters. That's the number one brand. Drink blue waters and mind my business. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. Me and you join in the blue water crew. The taste, the vibe, blue waters is the truth. When the hot sun come, I drink blue waters to cool me down. When you see we out on the road and we going hard, take a sip of blue waters. That's the number one. I go drink blue waters and mind my business.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion.
Energy starts here. Yo, stamina energy. What I'm gonna energy. What I'm gonna energy is the truth to keep me pumping, baby. To keep me moving. To keep me grooving. To keep me pumping. All night and day. Energy right. To go all night. It's stamina energy that give me life.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Ready staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping. So we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. Can't wait. Go package to be close, no, I cannot wait to ship with tropical. No package too big to small. Just ship with tropical.
Tropical Shipping St. Lucia Limited, located on Manuel Street. Telephone number 4570900. Visit www.tropical.com.
Warning. The Surgeon General cautions the public about the dangers of stress to their physical and mental well-being, and as such has dedicated July 14th as Mental Day. On Friday, July 14th, Red Unlimited and Radio Caribbean International present and Color Me Red. Color Me Red. Mental Day.
Tell them about walk in the morning, unless we talking hard work. Wine and down, wine up and down.
A day to forget your troubles, unwind, and recharge for Carnival 2023. Color Me Red with Kess the Band.
We go back them jump, we go back them turn.
Kess the Band. Patrice Roberts. Patrice Roberts. Lyrical.
Everybody's on pop, that's why y'all here.
Lyrical. Nyla Blackman. And more at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground from 8 p.m. Tickets are available at Radio Caribbean International, Steve's Barbershop, The Cell, TM Antoine Partners, Courts, Travel and Leisure Center, and redevents.fourcirclestickets.com. Come experience the energy and lively atmosphere that is Color Me Red. Color Me Red Mental Day, Friday, July 14th, is sponsored by Flow, Courts, Bounty, JP Chenet, Piton, Crystal Clear, the Barbados Tourism Authority, Rainforest Seafood, and St. Lucia Kings. Color Me Red. Don't miss it. It's Red. It's Red Friday. Welcome to Red Friday.
And we're back, Vaval Central on the Caribbean Sound, Teddy.
Right, Iwa. We're joined by Tygerson Joseph, the legend himself, the icon, the leader of DYP, the man who introduced sampling to St. Lucia when you didn't have a clue what that was. You would even remember that, Pen? In the little band room in Rose Hill. The fellas tell me, the fellow called Pen have a thing called a sampler, boy. Eh? That time that
come by CDF and making noise.
Yeah.
Teddy, pen have to come, pen have to be there.
You have a sampler. That time we even know what a sampler is. And now we know we can do so. Fellas used to struggle a whole band, a whole orchestra trying to struggle get this soca together. Pen, big up yourself. Pen is of course a pillar in our entertainment industry, our carnival industry, and there's no doubting his contribution and what he has brought to the landscape. We're coming to Pen in a bit. We're just wrapping up with the officer of ASP. We call all officers officer, but you could be no matter how high you are.
Yeah,
the
I
officer.
think that's just a term that is
it's a general polite term to respect a member of the police force. ASP, tell us the discretion factor. You see, we officially ending at 7, there's discretion. And so the band's coming back up the road. After having done the route, they're heading back up towards the beach at Mega G. It has become one of the major attractions for St. Lucians and visitors, that jump, that chipping up the road, a nice, peaceful, sweet part of and they've been very disappointed in the past when it has been, in their opinion, abruptly terminated because of the strict adherence to the cut-off time. Where do we stand this year? I know they've advocated for some discretion and some balance as far as that is concerned. Tell us, where do we stand this time? Is there going to be discretion, a little allowance for persons coming up, the bands coming up with their trucks and so chipping back to Mega G?
From discussions with stakeholders, that is something that came up. I think that is a sore point for some of your revelers and also the carnival band leaders. What has been decided is that if it is 7 o'clock and then your particular point on the road, let us say by busy, you'll be allowed to continue. Okay? But if you're still probably at VG, then we will have to stop the music. The trucks will continue going up, but then we will have to stop. But if you're close enough to the point, then we'll allow you to continue. And
your rule of thumb seems to be that any band that has gotten to busy by then will be allowed to continue chipping up the road peacefully, and any band which has not made it to busy, the music will be stopped.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't want to debate, but Thaddeus, I see Thaddeus, you nodding? Is that reasonable?
I think that's very reasonable.
Thaddeus is a band leader of many years, a top reveler. You think that's reasonable, Thaddeus?
Absolutely,
right.
absolutely.
Right.
Mega G to Mega G.
So that's by 7 o'clock, a lot of bands should have gotten there. Two persons are asking, any attention, any thought? A good point from one of our listeners, BJ, big up yourself, about the back roads. Logic would dictate that because there'll be so much pressure on the back road, some attention to the condition. Now it's not too late for what's your partner, the PS in infrastructure, Iva Daniel? Yeah, it's common sense. So if there's going to be so much strain on the back roads, that some attention is currently apparently really terrible, that area there. Any idea to that, speaking of your colleagues in other ministries, and so it really helps your work if they fix these roads? You're aware of that as traffic and so?
I am not aware of any discussion so far with Ministry of Infrastructure reference to the back roads and the condition of the roads. I know they're terrible. Even some of our main roads, we have this issue of potholes. But as to any decisive, I am not aware.
Right. Yeah. As you're winding down your instructions, I know you have some particular what you want to emphasize to. And the revelers asking, do you want the police there? You want the strength for the police? We see them in numbers. They were very impressive at some of the community carnivals. was taken aback when I saw Gruzili Carnival, RSS in numbers, and local police. But the horror story of a few years ago when there's a fight between two girls by dealies and a whole Juve stop, we're really begging that doesn't happen at the slightest skirmish that the whole carnival suffers. Do you have that kind of more moderate approach?
To stopping the mass and to take some action.
To
not stop the mass. We will be on ground in heightened numbers, as you all know that the Commissioner of Police has decided that leave be cancelled, and those persons had to report in from yesterday morning. Right. So we have advanced teams, and also we have a very rigid operation plan for the carnival season. As you indicated, the community carnivals, you've seen the numbers, even at the specific shows, they have been great numbers of police officers, and we have also officers from the RSS who are going to assist us. We have CCC to assist with the city. There will be private security, and I believe that is from CPMC. Yes. And our numbers will be great this year. We are looking at over 200 police officers from various departments, and it is not only within the Castries Basin. We're also having officers from the outside, from our different stations around Island, because we want to ensure that persons have a safe carnival, a secure carnival, and persons can actually come out and have some fun, not only jumping up, but persons who are coming, patrons, just to see what is happening, bringing their children and ensure their safety. So we want to inform St. Lucians that the RSLPF has the interest at heart. We are not forgetting persons who are not coming to participate, because we have our patrols, and it will be including in-city as well as out-city patrols to ensure that safety of persons.
Yeah. Tell us what the law speaks to, and what your stance on two things. There's been a concerted and deliberate campaign by the brewery, Louis Victor, one of the main sponsors of Carnival. Big up yourself, Louis, and your team for this balance. Balance is really a key. That's one of a key song to top song to, right? Balance.
Drink and live.
Yes.
Right. It's very, very. We want to commend Louis and the team for really spearheading and driving the campaign. But the balance on your part as police officers, two things for the drunkenness and intoxicated person, the behavior on the road. That's one. And also in a while to lewdness and vulgarity. Where do you step in as far as that is concerned?
Okay, when it comes to drunkenness, our law, and I'm looking at Mr. Antoine, because I know he knows what the law speaks of when it comes to the aspect of drunkenness.
What did it say?
There is a whole process when it comes to the issue of drunkenness and proving that somebody is legally drunk, right? Yes. You have to think of blood work, you have to think of urine tests, and then persons have to consent, you have to take them to the hospital. It is a whole process.
I thought the law allows you that in the view of the average man would consider this behavior drunkenly. No? That's not enough?
No.
But you can process him on the basis of disorderly behavior.
Yes, disorderly behavior, yes. Looking at what they do when they're drunk. But if in cases where I am saying Iwa is drunk, because I see Iwa behaving a particular, we have to be very, very careful when it comes to that, because it has to be proven that Iwa's alcohol level is
But Thaddeus Avenue is plausible, that it's disorderly behavior.
Yes, disorderly behavior. That is what the law.
Now the lewdness and vulgarity, simulating sex on the road and so.
To that, we'll have to turn to our criminal code, because yes, you cannot expose. Although I want to be very, very, very careful with my words when it comes to that aspect, because persons might say that some of the costumes that persons are very, very skimpy. So I want to be very cautious. But when it comes to vulgarity and any sexual acts on the road, there is legislation for that. You cannot just show yourself in public. You understand? And if the police does see that, we will be taking action.
All right. You don't have to go into detail, but
I see at times the police may not have an arrestable offense, but they can still detain you, you and detain you on a premises.
In the interest of public order,
you might be detained and released after.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. What is the limits for whining on a police officer? We see that image often, and it normally is a good, very charming.
It is not a practice that should continue, Mr. Francis. It is Ellen Wine on the Police. I think there's some song or something like that. But
there was a song by singing
quite said by this man here.
What do you call it?
This is the man who encourages
T Blackson team. T Blackson and if you have it.
Which one?
T Blackson HP. The one this year.
Okay, yeah.
But it is a situation that we get often. You have your revelers and they come and they wind up on the police, but then the police, please do not wind back. It is not something that you should be doing in uniform, especially at this event. It is considered discreditable conduct, and it should not happen.
Yeah, so,
but then you cannot just push somebody away. If they're coming, you could step back.
Right.
If they're coming onto you and you realize that they want to do something like that. But it is not for you to be holding this person back and grinding with that person. That is discreditable conduct, and we do not encourage it. That is for disciplinary.
But you do have a thing called community policing where you encourage
So then there's community policing, but that's not part of community policing, Mr. Francis.
Appointment could be made afterwards.
I remember DFA 2 years ago. They had DFA under pressure. I couldn't make out DFA. They come in, but I don't know. I saw it in Denry Carnival too. I said, boy, some bad wine going on, some SSU, and the man feels serious, but you're not moving. I thought, seriously, plain vexed, but you're not moving at all. So you say it's not to be encouraged?
It's not to be encouraged, no.
Right.
It is not to be encouraged. As I said, some persons, you will not, if they come, you'll not push them, but you'll just step back, and probably the officer will probably ask them to stop. But then for an officer encouraging and continuing in the act, no, that is up for disciplinary action.
Okay. Any final words, what you want to stress? I think for persons just joining sometimes to recap the times, just give us the time for Juve and indeed for the parade of bands.
Okay. The time for Juve is 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. The parade of the bands on the first day starts at 10 a.m. and ends at 7. On the second day, we have an 11 a.m. start and ends at 7. We're asking persons to be on time, and I think that is something for as I said, the carnival band leaders to encourage their persons to be there on time so that we can start on time. Because if bands start on time, we might not have the issue of persons not being able to reach back to Mega J, you understand? So ask your persons to be on time. We're also asking persons to be very vigilant of their surroundings. Do not go into areas that you're unfamiliar with, especially we have persons coming out, we have tourists on island. Dark spaces, do not go there. Be vigilant of your surroundings, because the onus is also on you as an individual to protect yourself and to be safe. We will be out in large numbers. As I said previously, we are pooling all our resources so that we can ensure that the carnival is safe. I indicated the route earlier, and we're asking persons, there are some places in Castries that is strictly no parking. So we're looking at places like Chaussee Road, Brazil Street, Jeremy Street.
No parking at all?
No parking at all. And if Jabati Street, John Compton Highway, Darling Road, Bridge Street, because some of these streets, they are being used. For example, the Chaussee Road, that is your in and out, you're looking at Brazil Street. And if we find vehicles, they will be towed, and you will have to be paying the tow fee as well as the ticket fee. We're asking parents who are coming to the event to patronize with young children, please take care of your kids. Have them close to you. We do not want a situation where children are lost or something happens to a child and then you cannot account for the child, because we have issues where we have to be looking for parents, making an announcement that the child has probably left the parents' side and they have not even seen that has happened.
Where is the base? I know in past years you have a base by the old fire service, for example. Do you have a base or headquarters?
Yes, our headquarters, the Castries Market, upstairs the Castries Market.
Okay.
That is where the police outpost will be, and we'll also have fire service. It's usually called the venue of operation, or the VOC. So we will have ourselves and other persons from the the different
upstairs the market.
Yes, upstairs the market. So if there's an issue, you would come to us upstairs the market. There will be somebody there. Our officers will be there to if there's any incident or anybody wants to report anything. We're also asking our road users, please be cautious. Do not drink and drive. If you know that you're going to drink and overindulge, get a designated driver. Also persons, because of the traffic situation, try to do some carpooling, because it is going to save on gas and it is also going to save you time in getting to the venue and probably out.
Yeah. I know people did that with the feds yesterday a lot, and that was commendable. It doesn't make sense that 5 neighbors from a little gap in Cap coming in.
Yeah, with one every vehicle, you're looking at space and parking.
Some fellas, husband and wife going in separate vehicles, you know what I'm saying? Taddy, take note.
That is not good.
Right. Power duty for Taddy. We're going to officer. Thank you. I think the public is appreciated. We'll be calling on you if you need any further clarification. You said you're thinking of taking a little jump on a Tuesday, maybe?
I'll be out of Island.
Oh, you'll be gone by then.
Yes.
All right. Thanks. Next year, maybe, right?
Maybe.
All right. I will run that tune. Play that tune for the officer. That tune you have there. T Blacks and HP.
Yo, Minor Production, alongside Hollywood. Boom, T Blacks, what you say? T Blacks in there. Na 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 na. Yo, officer, Mr. Officer,
Vaval Central.
Give me one more chance to wind up on this girl. Not leaving this dance till I call she over, get she number, book she all night long till I'm all in. Tell the police, boom, wine and girl till the morning come. Yeah. Tell police we do a go. The party mad and we head that gun. Yeah. Tell police we do a go. The bar and close bar we drinking rum. Tell police we do a go. Yo, Mr. DJ, show police how the things stay. One more song. Why? The party I saw don't kill the vibes. One more song. The people happy, everything so nice. One more song. Hey. Into the tune whole night. Tell police come join the fair, cause we not going home yet. My body aching, but I ain't going home till I get that wine. Keep that wine, girl. My money spending, so I ain't living until I'm satisfied. Right now we are the hot. Yo, tell the police, boom, wine on girl till the morning come. Yeah. Tell police we do a go. The party mad and we head that gun. Tell police we do a go. The bar and close bar we drinking rum. Tell police we do a go. Yo, Mr. DJ, show police how the things stay. One more song. Why? The party I saw don't kill the vibes. One more song. The people happy, everything so nice. One more song. Hey, girl, them whining to the tune whole night. Tell police come join the fair, cause we not going home yet. We not going home yet. We not going home yet. Yo, officer. We not going home yet. Officer. We don't want to stop the party. Tell police we don't go. We don't want to stop the party. Tell police we don't go. We don't want to stop the party. No. Tell police we don't go. Tell police come join the fair, cause we not going home yet.
Minor Production.
Let's do a quick time check. The time is now a minute before 9 o'clock. This time check is made possible by Ferrans Foods.
I'm feeling for something special, something good. Something tasty, something smooth. When I think about all the flavors I can savor,
I gotta have
Ferrans ice cream.
I wanna have, I need to have a flavor that makes me glad. But the way I feel, it must be Ferrans ice cream. Chocolate coated ice cream bars, creamsicles I gotta have. Give me some fat-free yogurt I need.
Ferrans ice cream.
Ferrans ice cream.
It's so delicious. Ferrans ice cream. Ferrans tastes so good. Ferrans ice cream. Whoa, I gotta have it, 'cause only the best will do.
Ferrans ice cream, bringing back delicious memories.
Good morning. This half hour is made possible by W-Mart. Today inside W-Mart you get chicken leg quarters at $3.50 for the pound. Chicken drumsticks $4.15. Chicken gizzard, that is $2.50. Chicken franks $6.99 for the pound. Turkey drumsticks $6.99. Pork neck bone $4.99. Salted pigtail $9.99 for the pound. Salted pork ribs $7.50. And saltfish is $11.99 a pound inside W-Mart. I just want to remind you that the Castries branch of W-Mart is now at the Aquarius Crossing. They open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So you go check them out. Vaval Central and the Caribbean Sound is sponsored by the Carnival Planning Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Stamina Energy Drink, Blue Waters, Tropical Shipping, the Computer Store, UTV, Channel 124, Island Sounds, Lighting and Power Rentals, and Ram J's Auto Parts. Teddy?
Yes, as you say, we're here and continuing with Penn, Tiger St. Joseph, the leader of DYP and a pillar, an absolutely major player in our entertainment and carnival industry, and Thaddeus Antoine, a leader of Red Unlimited Carnival Band, and also one of the owners of CMR, one of the biggest fetes in St. Lucia Carnival. Gentlemen, welcome.
Good morning, St. Lucia. Good morning. Today is a mental day. That's
what does it mean, Nana?
Mental day?
Yeah.
There's so many meanings, Rankin. I can give you one. Color me red today. Right now, we in full force. Mm-hmm. The meaning of that?
Mentally, what does it mean? Daddy, what does it mean mentally?
You're taking some time off for your mental state.
However you choose to.
However you choose to.
Okay.
But today is the day, tonight is the night.
All right.
Color me red, boy. Red outfits going. Penny telling us what to expect tonight. Penn leading the charge with the national cast.
Rankin, first of all, give me a little instrumental at the bottom of that. I don't have quiet thing like I want to use. Right now, they hear that.
The instrumental?
Well, I hate it. I hate it. Okay, so what's going on? Tonight, the best of the best hits only. St. Lucian hits only. We coming out to make sure that St. Lucians understand how much talent we have. And trust me, fire, we on fire.
So it's like a national event taking place
Definitely.
tonight.
Definitely. You
so
know,
people like who on?
As a matter of fact, one of my favorite songs for the season, he's going to be on tonight, Carlton Roberts. Yeah. He has a song called Fly.
Right.
Yeah, man, we have to. That song.
Where that song bus? Where that song bus? Where that song bus?
Vaval Central right, on RCI.
Wow.
You know we know good thing.
I love that song.
Yeah,
man, and trust me, I know St. Lucians love it too. Tonight we're going to feature him. DYP going to feature Carlton Roberts. And then you know all the hit makers there is Ready Fun Machine. Nudie there for sure. You know, Alpha, you have C-Dale. You know,
T-Black's on?
T-Black's on as well.
Oh, boy,
you know, all the fellas, everybody. I can mention everybody. I don't like to mention everybody, you know.
Teddy St. John.
Just like the opening, you can mention everybody.
Tell them come, yeah.
You have to let people come and we just fire in one after the next.
By the way, kudos again. We must not undervalue that, Taddy. That concept and execution, Penn came with that flashback, that Soca Monarch flashback.
Yeah, hits after hits.
Yeah,
and you know, you've been supported by the best band, DYP. So the version you heard of them, even at the Soca Monarch and the events, it's a different version.
Yeah, man.
What you're getting is a fetting version and vibing, and also the way we're going to put them on, the way they're going to flow on stage. It's
definitely.
You're going to feel the fet. You're going to feel the vibe.
Clarifying, Euphoria, people always tell you that it's more of a concert, more of a production. We're fetting tonight.
Yeah, man, jam band style. They might be coming jam band
style.
No
lameness.
Come in and make sure we come in and fet. They have no dip, nothing like that.
Right.
Pure energy. From the time we hit the stage, we go on at 9. Be there early. Make sure y'all come out and come early from 6 o'clock.
9 is not 9:01.
Right.
9 is 9. 9 is 8:45.
9.
Right. Okay, when the gates open, we flow in some vibe. Get your eats early, particularly the VIP people. Come get your eats early.
Don't play you want to go look for food at 2 o'clock and say, Taddy, where the food, eh?
Food at 2 o'clock. All right. June catering is on board. Get there early enough, get your drinks, and at our bars, you get what you call a setup. All right. In general, you get a setup. You go there and buy your bottle and hang with your friends. Get your ice, your chasers, so you don't go back and forth with the bar, you know? Cool out and pick your spot early enough, yeah?
You know, one of the things I'm excited about after so many years with DYP at Color Me Red, Ricky T is going to be there.
Oh, that's the return.
Ricky T.
The return of Ricky T, Iwa, huh? How many years? About 10 years, why? Hiatus?
A long time.
A long time.
A long time.
So those of you who miss Ricky T and Friends, seeing Ricky T in his element, which was actually a very, very good outing.
Yeah, man.
Everybody tells you that the rain messed up. The attendance could have been better, but a very good fit.
Come and see him sampling again.
For sure. We're going to go hard with Ricky T as well. So it's going to be a nice. I love the cast. And we're looking forward to giving St. Lucia a real good show. Before the visitors, come on stage. Before our visitors take the stage.
So you don't have tourists, we have visitors, right? We don't have local artists, we have national artists.
You have national artists.
Our national artists.
The best of the best.
But as you mentioned, the national, speaking, the debate really warming up again about this advancement of the national events a week before. And persons they enjoy the national event, but you heard the debate there about they're not feeling easy about this last week. There are no national events.
Well,
but I want to take up of Teddy and Pen on that. Teddy, let's let Teddy go first and then Pen.
Well, okay, Teddy first.
Yeah,
Teddy first.
Well, the general feedback from the people in the business is that they like it how it is in terms of having the national events before. In terms of logistics, it was a lot easier. Certainly for the musicians, it's easier on them, and the artists, particularly the soca artists, it's much easier on them in terms of they could have the competition done over with, and then they reign. They reign at every other event. Otherwise, what we found is that artists can't show up, or Pen can't show up because he had to go to samples for so and so and so. So it prevents the live bands now partaking in the events.
That's the soca. What's your thoughts on Calypso, Mona?
Calypso, I mean, there could be some moderation of Calypso, but I dare say, if we looked at the trend of Calypso over the last few years in terms of the attendance, the reality is, the majority of visitors are not coming to see a Calypso show. That's just the reality of it. The Calypso show, the majority of visitors, the age range are party-fetting people. The majority of them. Yes, you have mature people who may take it in, but just as much as mature people will be going to an indulgence. An indulgence is a mature people fet. All right, some of them are taking a brazen on that evening, the weekend. So at the end of the day, it will suffer because what the government cannot do is state to a private promoter that he can't have an event on a particular day if the window is open. As long as the police is satisfied that they could manage both events, it will go through.
Speaking of visitors, let's speak about St. Lucians now and the enjoyment of and appreciation of the festival. What do you think? Calypso finals for the St. Lucians.
They could possibly become a consideration, and I think it has been considered to have Calypso come back in the final weekend. I think there's some consideration to that. We'll see how it works out because in terms of resources, because what you will see is that again, the stage, sound, everything like that is now taken up for different events. So the sound suppliers want to have their sound in place. They want to have their sound being used about the place to make their own revenue. That's what's ahead. Because you realize a national event takes up a lot of resources, so to the private events. Yeah, so something has to give way. So in respect, we'll see how it works out and see what numbers you will get at those events.
Pen Soca Monarch. There's a point I'm making note to people. In the heyday and the glory days of the Calypso is the one that I see the most pertinent debate about the Calypso finals. Soca Monarch in all the glory days was always a week before.
Always the week
what
before.
we had on the day was OECS Soca Monarch. Remember?
Yeah.
Correct, Pen?
On the Sunday.
It was always a week before.
No, I mean, I'll give you my opinion about everything when you're done.
Go ahead.
Points. I mean, that's the greatest thing that could ever happen for soca artists, musicians. I mean, overall, having the Soca Monarch 1 week before, because as a musical director, I could tell you, one of the tension from Soca Monarch is one thing to deal with, because a lot of the artists, they want to reserve their voice, so they would not, at the feds, they would not give you the A game. They would be like, okay, they want to take it easy because tomorrow is the big day. I'm going to be competing. So here's what, you'll find the energy level is way different in comparison to if they had the competition. Now like I said at King and Queen of the Bands, competition done. Now it's time to party. Even with like Nudi as an example, with him winning 1 week before, he has this whole week to actually make more money. Most of the artists, they have an opportunity to go to the feds now after, so the king would get his novelty. If you win that crown on the Friday, you have Saturday and Sunday down the road. If you won that crown the week before, a lot of promoters will call you. So that's the advantage of having it. They have more time to enjoy the novelty for the for the season, and as well as rehearsals with the musicians. I mean, with Soca Monarch, there's a lot of rehearsals, etc. Most of the better musicians, or the musicians used for some of the major fêtes, they would participate in the band, the all-star band for Soca Monarch. So now there's less rehearsals to worry about, because most times Soca Monarch is scripted. So there's a lot more rehearsals, a lot more resources in there. So I think having Soca Monarch the week before, which was, that's how it was before anyway, it's way better. Okay. In all aspects, it's way better to have the Soca Monarch a week before. I could speak for Soca Monarch.
Right. Interesting. And as I said, the Calypso and maybe even the Pan and so on, interesting debate. Very interesting. When we're concluding, I really want to have my take on that. When we're concluding, there are a number of factors, a number of angles. There's a psychological factor of ownership of the festival and belonging to the festival. There's the logistics, as Penn and Taddy alluded to. Calypso Monarch, there is really no argument against Calypso Monarch on the final weekend.
Absolutely not.
For Calypso Monarch, there's no reason why Calypso Monarch cannot be on the final weekend. There's no argument against that. Because it troubles nothing. The crowd going to Remedy and Family will never come to Calypso finals. The crowd at Calypso finals, so there's no clash. There's no, and there is something about the country, our country, and ownership of the festival, psychologically, and so on. That is why every country, despite the plethora of fetes, have Calypso Monarch on the final weekend. In every country, it's St. Vincent, Grenada, Antigua, Trinidad and Tobago is on the final weekend. There's something about, because the festival is created for St. Lucians, and then visitors come to enjoy it. That is the approach to it. You create it it's our festival that foreigners join us in. We must not go overboard in tweaking it for visitors.
I always thought
a top class festival.
Well, I don't think it was being tweaked.
No. I'm not saying.
I think it was being tweaked to
Taddy, I'm not saying
to give you a window to allow this competition.
Right.
I hear you saying that there's no competition with the brazen and so on. But I've seen over the years if I looked at the people who came to Calypso this year, all right, a lot of these people are fetters as well.
Yeah,
a lot of these people are fetters, and yet they're still not a big crowd.
No, Saturday.
Right?
I'm referring specifically to Saturday. Remedy and Family.
Yeah,
these fetes, Calypso crowd, a brazen, indulgent, yes, but these two fetes on the Saturday, Remedy, that beach party,
yes,
and the Family, that's not the Calypso crowd. So it could well coexist.
It's not the Calypso crowd, quote unquote, but I could say to you, a lot of people I saw at the Calypso competition this year, go to Remedy. This will go to Remedy as well.
Okay.
Right.
So
something will. We'll see how it works out.
But
if the CPMC decides,
the Soca Monarch, people getting mistaken, has always been a week before.
Yes.
That in all the glory days, there's a week before. What we had on the final weekend is OECS Soca Monarch. Remember, Pen?
Yes.
That's what we.
I mean, that's why and just from experience, being in this thing for so many years, I could speak for Groovy and Power Soca, especially the artists. I mean, I'm not going to. The Calypso debate is not something that I would get involved in too much. It's just that I believe, especially those who won and placed, they get more opportunities to perform at different events in comparison to the weekend. You know what I mean? So even what they'll be making a pass through certain places, they'll make money from that, etc., etc. So I love the fact that
the agreement the Soca Monarch there and the Calypso.
As I said, I support you on that. I think Calypso can be returned to the weekend. What I'm not persuaded about at this time, and it comes down to the people who really support Calypso to show their support.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's costly as well putting on the event.
Right.
So they have to show their slate by attending the events and supporting it.
Right. And that point is very significant.
Yeah.
The lip service and the talk is one thing. So if there's a big clamor for moving the events, we would want to see a significant increase in the numbers. That is a factor you cannot deny. That the numbers right now are not hot. You know what I'm saying? So if you say the move, you want to see a significant, 30% at least increase in people.
Teddy, can we talk about our mental day? Because I have a mental day right now.
Let's go again. Mental day.
Right now, you're talking. You need more. I listening to you. My mind is
after he make his point. Go ahead. Mental day now. Let's run through the lineup. Who outside? Mental day. You know who outside there? Nylon lyrical.
But that's why
Nylon lyrical.
Let's go get him.
Nylon lyrical. Nylon. Nice debate.
Tonight,
Soca
DYP in the building.
And then
our local superstars, we come in and make sure we
not
represent.
Local, national. National superstars.
National, local. I
can't tell you.
That's my boys, eh?
Every artist on CMR was booked before anybody won any competition.
Yes.
Everybody was booked long before.
Yeah.
All right? Not on the basis they win the crown. On the basis that when I heard the music, I said,
right,
let's go.
I could vouch for this for them, I know for sure.
Tonight we on St. Lucia come out early, DYP in the building, we on fire tonight.
Right.
And trust me, you know.
And there's a surprise, there's a visiting surprise on DYP.
I was hoping you would say that, boy.
There's a visiting surprise on DYP.
That's what's up.
Don't miss out.
We are missing out. It is, let me remind you quickly, Teddy, I want to remind you that the weekend special at WMart, chicken wings, $7.99. Chicken wings, $7.99 for the pound. Chicken drumsticks, $4.15 a pound. Chicken gizzard is $2.50. Leg quarters is $3.50. Tessina, good morning. Turkey drumsticks, $6.99 for the pound. Chicken franks is $6.99. Local pork, $6.50. Pork neck bone is $4.99. Salted pigtail is $9.99 for the pound. Salted pork ribs, $7.50 a pound. And salt fish is $12.99. Tomorrow, Saturday only, you get party wings, $3.95 for the pound. Tomorrow, inside WMart, you get party wings at $3.95 a pound. Vaval Central on the Caribbean Sound is sponsored by the Carnival Planning Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Stamina Energy Drink, Blue Waters, Tropical Shipping, the Computer Store, UTV, Channel 124, Island Sounds, Lighting and Power Rentals, and Ram J's Auto Parts.
The road is ready. The stage awaits. The time is now. Experience the parade of the bands along the Caribbean's most scenic carnival route, the Castries City Circuit. Enjoy sun, soca, and selfies as costumes color the roadway from Mega J to Mega J in a battle of the bands to claim the title of Band of the Year 2023. Parade Day 1, Monday, July 17th from 10 a.m. Parade Day 2, Tuesday, July 18th from 11 a.m. Whether spectator or reveler, suit up and wind down. Lucian Carnival. It's time to answer the call to color.
Come in the city, the mass of our people, the art of creativity and freedom. Join the revelry for absolutely free from Wednesday, July 12th to Friday, July 14th. Mass in the city with live entertainment daily. Answer the call to color as we set the Castries City Circuit ablaze with the sweet sounds of steel band, calypso, and soca music from your favorite Lucian artists and bands. There's something for everyone, and it's free. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that.
Are you a small business owner looking for dependable IT support? Then look no further. TCS has the solutions to all your IT needs. Our experienced and qualified team of IT professionals has all your IT solutions. We provide wired and wireless networking, point-of-sale solutions, network security, data backup and recovery solutions, desktops and laptops, computer hardware and software, computer accessories, inks, toners, and much more. Don't let IT solutions cripple your operations or your ability to serve your clients. Call us today at 450-4638 or visit us on the ground floor of the American Drywall Building at Bidbutai. The Computer Store, meeting your demands in the IT world.
Patrice again. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. Who me? I only drink one brand. Blue waters inside the house and the pan. When I need to hydrate, I drink blue waters. I'm feeling great. When you see we out on the road and we going hard, take a sip of blue waters. That's the number one brand. Drink blue waters and mind my business. I go drink blue waters and mind my business. Me and you join in the blue water crew. The taste, the vibe, blue waters is the truth. When the hot sun comes, I drink blue waters to cool it down. When you see we out on the road and we going hard, take a sip of blue waters. That's the number. I go drink blue waters and mind my business.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion.
Energy starts here.
Rise to the occasion.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. I can't wait. No packets too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with tropical. No packets too big, too small. Just ship with tropical.
Tropical Shipping St. Lucia Limited, located on Manuel Street. Telephone number 4570900. Visit www.tropical.com.
Warning. The Surgeon General cautions the public about the dangers of stress to their physical and mental well-being, and as such has dedicated July 14th as Mental Day. On Friday, July 14th, Red Unlimited and Radio Caribbean International present Color Me Red. Color Me Red. Mental Day.
Don't tell me about walk in the morning unless we talking hard work. Wine and down, wine up and out.
A day to forget your troubles, unwind, and recharge for Carnival 2023. Color Me Red with Kess the Band.
We gon' make them jump. We gon' make them turn up.
Kess the Band.
What's the plan? What you say? Let me start.
Patrice Roberts. Patrice Roberts. Lyrical.
Everybody's on club. That's why I will. I turn up the
Lyrical. Nyla Blackman. And more at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground from 8 p.m. Tickets are available at Radio Caribbean International, Steve's Barbershop, The Cell, TM Antoine Partners, Courts, Travel and Leisure Center, and redevents.fourcirclestickets.com. Come experience the energy and lively atmosphere that is Color Me Red. Color Me Red Mental Day, Friday, July 14th, is sponsored by Flow, Courts, Bounty, JP Chenet, Piton, Crystal Clear, the Barbados Tourism Authority, Rainforest Seafood, and St. Lucia Kings. Color Me Red. Don't miss it.
And let's take you over to our performance area. Teddy?
Thank you, Iwa. Thank you, Iwa. We're here in a packed house. Nyla Blackman, if feeling local. She here looking a different look, boy. She look different every time. You see her. Lyrical. Lucian, honorary Lucian in the house. And they're ready for tonight. We're coming to them in a while. Liza, you running through the sponsors?
Yes, our breakfast sponsors this morning. We start off with Sweet M Delicacies. They're responsible for our desserts every Friday. We have Ferrens Food Products. We have Marcy Stores with the Guiltless Yogurt, Cream and Bean. We have Sabel Carnival Accessories. Caddis Bakery with all the savories and desserts. We have Creamery Novelties. We have Sabi's Kitchen Delights. And today she provided us with her yummy plantain lasagna. And then we have these event guys. We have Stamina Energy Drink. You could get it in all the retail stores island-wide. Frozen Food Wave. You could check them out on IG at Frozen Food Wave 758. And remember, today is Cocktail Fridays. And we have Rituals Coffee House. So big up to all our sponsors. And also WMAT, thank you because we are inside your time.
You can't pay for that endorsement because the party accompanying Nyla and Lyrical enjoying the breakfast. That's a big ad there, that's a big endorsement. Nyla and Lyrical come through. You at home, come right through. Real Soca royalty, real pedigree. Come through Lyrical. Real pedigree, real royalty. You know, they know who your grandfather, right? They know.
Yeah, I think they would know.
Rash Shorty, the inventor of soca. You must know that, you know. Nyla here, you must always remember that pedigree, that lineage. You not so, Nyla?
Indeed.
Right. Tell us what they could expect. You had fun last night. They're looking for tonight is the real night, they tell me. Looking forward to.
Yes.
I see you mash up your flat.
Well, we come in to start the carnival, Lucia Carnival. I'm so excited to be back. It's my first time since the pandemic. It's been a long time. It's been way too long. I've been patient. tonight in Color Me Red, we're just gonna go on bad. They're gonna be real sick.
The girls asked me to ask you about your look. They say every time you look so different. Tell them the secret, the trick to it. How you change up the look every time.
You know what it is? It happens by accident. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I look in the mirror and I say, who are you? I don't really feel like you today, and then I just change it. Yeah.
Any local makeup artist get a little work, a little blind? No?
Yeah, actually, Toya is doing my face tonight. And last night, I really can't remember her name. Royal Touch, yes.
Indeed. And tonight, you ready? All in red tonight?
I did not come fully prepared. We'll see. It's a surprise.
She played a little mask over in St. Vincent. You have a costume for her? You touching a little something?
Hey, St. Lucia. How are you feeling?
Nyla Blackman, soca superstar. She here with us in a while. Big crowd here with her in studio. He coming through in a while to sample. Look, they like loco down here. The loco. You touched it last night?
What's that?
Feeling loco.
No, I didn't. But I'm doing it tonight though. Yeah.
Sample in a little while. You get a little sample. We're coming back to you, Nyla. Just stay first. Lyrical, but you're at home.
Yeah, I'm at home, yeah. Much love to all illusions, you know. I'm on an illusion as well, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
You becoming a regular on Color Me Red. You like it? The set coming on well?
Yeah.
And Lucia, your memories. How long you coming to St. Lucia?
I come in St. Lucia about, I want to lie, about 2015, you know, 16 or something like that. So, about 8 years or something. Yeah.
And tonight, what could they expect tonight?
Full action, full energy, you know, full entertainment like any other night, you know what I mean? When it comes to Color Me Red, you know, we bring the full vibes. We ain't holding back nothing, right? So, yeah, Color Me Red, the stage lit tonight, literally red.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to that. We you know, the time on, we're so happy that y'all made it. The traffic here, y'all take a back road and take a long time.
Yeah, but I regular thing, you know, we from Trinidad, so you used to take any back roads and the traffic.
Avoid the traffic.
Yeah.
So, nice adventure for Nyla this morning.
Yeah.
You get to know St. Lucia a little more. The hinterland.
Yeah,
so we're going, we're sampling Happy and what else? Run Happy, Run Happy.
Anything, yeah? You ready, you know?
I'm at a happy place in my life every living day. Happy place in my life every living day. A happy place in my life every living day. I'm at a happy place in my life, and it can't change.
Follow me red, we on to the light. So whether day or night, I will never ever change. Everywhere I go, tonight on this stage, never ever change. Everywhere I go, follow me red right now. So when you see me rocking with my friends, it's just a love, it's just a vibes on the ends. And when you see me rocking by myself, tell them it's no false pretense, so me tell them. And when you see the liquor in me head, me live my life like it's no problem. Tonight, follow me red, we on the stage. You know we are love for them, that's why I will never ever change. Everywhere I go.
Let me come feel the dance here today. Feel the dance and start to jump in here. Early in the morning. So we tell them,
I smile at them, give the vibes away. And I smile at them, give bad vibes away. We tell them, I smile at them, give the vibes away. Tonight, follow me red on the stage. Keep bad vibes away, that's why I will never ever change. Everywhere I go, I'll never ever change. Everywhere I go, so like a home to the rhythm.
Follow me, make sure you're there. Oh Lord, I'm high. Celebrating life. We know the limit is the sky. And I know that I ain't living twice. That's why I'm living for tonight. That's why we're living for tonight. Oh, we live like an all good day tonight. And that's why I'm living for tonight. Say, hey, you might see me stumbling. Once me are still pumping, I must wind up on. Boy, if the vibes ain't on no ceiling, exactly how I'm feeling, and I don't care who I change. because I don't high already. Feel I could fly already. I'm up in the sky already. Oh Lord, I celebrating life. And when we wake up in the morning, don't tell me about last night. And if you take a picture, don't talk we on no site. Tonight, color me red on the stage. We go turn up the night. That's why we living for tonight. Oh, on cloud nine. That's why we living for tonight. Yeah, let's take it out.
Hold on for Nyla. Okay, when Nyla come on. Yeah. Okay, let me go. I will two-step. Thanks, Lyrical. My phone going crazy there. Tickets, you go sell out tonight.
Sell out?
With that there. Courts in the house. By Courts in the house, we can stick Courts big sponsor. Yeah. Thanks. You're really always coming through and always rocking, always connecting everything.
Love,
from
respect,
Pigeon Island to now. We coming through Nyla, Blackman. Before the big one. Which one you running, Iwa? You taking the picture, Nyla? You take it already? The picture, Nyla. Come on. Where you, Liza? You have it? A picture with $1,000? Yeah. There we go. Nyla Blackman in the house. We'll be counting down to tonight, Teddy.
Right now on RCI, you come to RCI, the first 20 people get $100.
Right. Back down to 100. The first 20 people to come to RCI now get the tickets at $100. Teddy is there. He's there for another half hour. First 20 people to come to RCI now, you might get an autograph and a photo with Nyla too, if you're in a hurry. Maybe. Right.
If they smile.
Nyla, what they say, no long talking. Run the track, Iwa. Where you running first? Loco? Yeah, Iwa?
That's how you like your ladies?
You wanna leave me open. You wanna leave me so tight down now. You're not my one and only. Try not to let your heart get in the way. And we're just like night and day. Often I wanna stray. The reason I wanna stay is something I can't explain. Boy, you the best, can't control me. Yeah, you know, I sweet and loco. Play with my mind and I go loco. Take time, just take it easy. You know, I sweet and loco. Yeah. Careful how you love me, I go crazy. Me not dirty, don't waste me. Maybe I should be a lady, 'cause I feel like can't face me, no. Move yourself with your X and O's. Oh, no. I don't wanna play a tic-tac-toe. Oh, no. Boy, you the best, can't control me. Yeah, you know, I sweet and loco. Play with my mind and I go loco. Take time, just take it easy. You know, I sweet and loco. Yeah. All I do is win for 2020. I'll be ready. Win. All I do is win. Bad girl, melanin, popping on me loca. Sometimes sugar skin, bang it to the soca. Juice box, baby, wetter than the ocean. Downtown, baby, hold me like it's stolen. I'm a watermelon, you want a piece of that? Yeah, I'm a melon, Jenon, I want a piece of that. You are all of me. Ring, you got calling me. You are all of me. Why you keep on playing games? You playing games. Now you have me playing games. You playing games. Take jump, take one. Take jump, take one. Take jump, take one. Yeah, take jump, take one. Oh. Hey, Walusha, I've been waiting. We coming to color me ready. We coming to paint the town red tonight. I've been patient and I've been waiting. Call me stubborn, but I can get over it. You left and never say goodbye though.
Don't you ever
walk up. You can't be singing behind the camera. What's going on with you? You be singing behind the camera.
And if I ever let you down, my friend, it was a misunderstanding. And don't you take it for granted. 'Cause I go jump like I never wave, wave like I never wave, whine like I never whine. Just to say you are sorry, I'm sorry, and I need you back in my life. By the truck, emotions running high. We are not in the heads on it on me eye. To tell her we sorry, and we need you back in we like. Can't even come back home. Come home to me, come home to me, come home to me. It's like no place like home. Oh, come home to me, come home to me, come home to me. This is my apology. Come and see what you will do all of we. You are treasure in my eyes, the greatest pleasure in mine. Oh, you let it bother me, honestly. Hurry, please, the heart should be pretty feathers in his eyes. Together we will run. So don't you ever let me. I wanna hear it.
Speechless, boy. Speechless. Nyla Blackman, we're loving it. Welcome. The crowd could hardly wait. People excited about you tonight. We know tonight, last night was a teaser, the warm-up. We're ready letting loose tonight. Not so, Teddy?
Very much so. The first 20 people who come to RCI right now is sponsored. It's by Heineken, right? Drink and live responsibly. Come and get your $100 tickets right now at RCI. Tickets are now $150. You save $50 by coming to RCI this morning. And thank you for having Nyla and Lyrical this morning at RCI. It was great. We're going to have a great time tonight. Come in the safety of Darren Sammy Cricket Grounds. And let me tell you, because we start early. The DYP segment, early, we're all ready to go. Catch the band, Patrice, Nyla, and Lyrical. The illusion, not the honorary illusion, the illusion in more ways than, nothing to say anymore.
Thank you, Nyla.
Thank you for having me.
We're going through. Courts, come through, Courts. Who's the other sponsor? Flo there? Courts and Flo. We're waiting. Nyla staying for a couple photos study. She's staying for a couple photos and little autographs and so for the pages. Tell us, Courts, we're rushing, we think, but you're happy you're here. Your name and tell us why Courts supporting the carnival so big.
Well, I'm Babette, of course. And, Ready Cash, Courts Ready Cash is one of those companies that we want to ensure that everybody enjoys themselves for carnival. We want to ensure that carnival is strong and that, everybody gets a chance to get to full joy carnival, as we would say. Full joy. So we are giving you the opportunity to get a loan right now at any Courts Ready Cash location, and you don't have to pay anything back until September. Plus, we're going to give you goodies to enjoy carnival with. You can get your makeup done, you can get your carnival box and everything. You can get tickets to the fete. We do have tickets on sale at our Ready Cash locations and our Courts locations for Color Me Red tonight. So if you need your tickets in a rush, you can go to Courts Marisol or any of our Ready Cash locations and you can get your Color Me Red tickets. So we are very into carnival. We love carnival. We are letting everybody know that Courts Ready Cash and Courts, we love carnival and we want you to love it as much as we do. So we're making it easy for you to enjoy yourself.
Right. What? You jump in?
Of course. I've been jumping. My daughter jumped on Sunday in Kiddies Carnival, and I was which band I jumped? I'm not telling you.
All right. And which tune you like in this year? Which tunes you like in so far?
Which tunes? I like Nyla's tune. Come Home. We said Lucia. I like Shemi J. Spoiler.
Spoil You.
Yes, Spoil You. I love it. Spoil Me. Spoil You. I love it. Yes.
Take the cue. All right. Thank you, Court. Send the sponsors there before we go to the artists. We'll go through. Let's go with Carlton Roberts. Cue him up, Iwa. Carlton Roberts. In the house. Carlton, come through. Let Lyrical, that tune Lyrical and Nyla like. Come through, Carlton. Yeah. Cue it, Iwa. Run it, Iwa. Run it, Iwa. Run it, Iwa.
Run that.
Carlton Robert.
Sometimes you're feeling down. Sometimes you're feeling blue. But tonight is CMR. We have Lyrical, Nyla, and Patricia. So come true. Let's go. Inside. How we gonna wind up, boy? How we gonna wind up, yeah? How we gonna wind up, boy? Well, come there, we wind up, yeah. How we gonna wind up, boy? How we gonna wind up, yeah? How we gonna wind up? Come there, we wind up. Woo! Every day is stress. It's just not a mess. I just need a breakaway. A little time to tingle when the trials of life start to cause me strife. I just feel to fly away. I wanna fly, fly away. I wanna fly so far away. Good God, I wanna fly, fly away. I wanna fly. Let the music take me away so I could feel like nothing can bother me. Every day is a party. I wanna feel like all this. Just have gone away. That's what CM for tonight. Come true, come true. How we gonna wind up, boy? How we gonna wind up, yeah? Good God, we gonna wind up, boy. Welcome, boy. How we gonna wind up, yeah? How we gonna wind up? I wanna fly, fly away. I wanna fly so far away. I wanna fly, fly away. I wanna fly. Any big boost? We know life is short, but when scenes get hot, we must keep our composure, because soca lives matter. Take some time to play, can't stress every day. We are not here forever, and we must all remember, when we leave this earth, we leave everything behind. So instead of stressing, take some time to unwind. Let this gift of music make you sing from within. As your spirit join in, keep on jamming. Tonight is Color Me Red. We're dashing all our stress and worries away. Come true, let me fly. I wanna fly, fly away. I wanna fly so far away. Good God, I wanna fly, fly away. I wanna fly, oh, so I could feel like nothing can bother me. Every day is a party. I wanna feel like all the stress that's gone away. That's what music does to me. Stop to wind. How we gonna wind up, boy? How we gonna wind up, yeah? How we gonna wind up, boy? Well, come there, we wind up, yeah. How we gonna wind up, boy? How we gonna wind up, yeah? How we gonna wind up? Come there, we wind up. How we gonna wind up? How we gonna wind up? How we gonna wind down, na na na? How we gonna wind down? Lucia, baby!
Yep. Carlton Robert, you good. We are in fact winding down here on Vaval Central. We're trying to squeeze in 2 more artists. We're trying to on a break. We need the little break for the photo ops, and so Carlton, you go mash it up tonight?
Yeah, tonight, yeah. We have only big stars, so we had a rap. Nah, don't create tonight.
No crate tonight.
No crate tonight.
We're flying. That was for Soca Monarch.
Yeah, for
we're
real.
flying and we're going. We're going. Mach 11. I'm standing by. We're going to Mach 11. Run through, and we go end this slack. Mach 11. We're doing the gang. Run through the gang. Run it, Iwa.
If you know you win already, somebody shout. The gang bad.
Yo.
DJ, let go tune.
Vaval Central. Tell them we're about to get fundamental. Charge up on the road.
Charge up
on the road. We
out.
Who ready for the road? Tell them the gang hard. Brothers inside the van. So give them room and they coming down.
struck on the body song. Tell them we bad. March it up on the road. And the pressure that overload. Every country shouting the code. Tell them we bad. Alcohol is my best friend. Drunk with me friend them. This strength and brethren. To the bar we go send them. Y'all drunk from like Benton. And rev up like an engine. On the road we go bend them. The gang bad we trend and tell them. If you know your head hard, shout. Let us run in the roundabout, shouting. We go give them part on the round, shout. We win already, we have no doubt. The gang bad. Madness inside the bottle. So give us room and we coming down. The biggest truck on the body song. Tell them we bad. March it up on the road. And the pressure that overload. Every country shot in the code. Tell them we bad. Bacchanal behavior. Stomping with Fredja. Dropping up together. On the family we no traitor. Take over the thing like invader. Shake it up like a quicker. If you are violator, we come in like the Terminator. Tell them. Send Lucia Trinidad, shout. Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana. Send first to Jamaica, Guyana, shout. One Caribbean again. The gang bad. Madness inside the bottle. So give us room when we coming down. The biggest truck on the body song. Tell them we bad. March it up on the road. And the pressure that overload. The gang bad. And every country shot in the cold. The gang bad. Tell them we bad. Came from all over. New York, Miami, Canada, Haiti. Where they join Africa, London, where me whole gang there.
Big up Vaval Central. Liza liking the tune. Mark 11. Partners. Remember that, Teddy? Partners. Is that roadmap? Yeah. So we're wrapping up now. We're wrapping up this morning. Thank you, Mark.
Big up, Teddy. Yeah. Vaval Central.
We're wrapping up as we go through Iwa. We out and out of here, going and get some photo ops and some promotion. We're going to end the Slack giving us 2 verses of his tune, his soca semi's tune. Remember, Eliza is saying you could give him a horn, but don't ask him for money. If you want him, don't ask him for money. Run it, Iwa, as we say goodbye, Vaval Central for today.
Okay, well, right now,
Things
get messed up because everybody getting vexed. Okay. Last year they say eat man money. This year women say they horning fellas because you know what happened? They eat them money and they ain't pay them. So extreme band, let it go for me, please. All right, let me do something. Take it right for the time. Right now and so.
You can hunt me if you want, but don't ask me for money. Don't ask me for money. You can hunt me if you want, it's okay, but don't ask me for money. Don't ask me for money. You know why? After it's me that pay your rent, you never have to spend a cent. Girl, I send all your kids to school. Right now I looking like a fool, go there. Oh, you can hunt me if you want, but don't ask me for money. Don't ask me for money. You can hunt me if you want, but don't ask me for money. Don't ask me for money. You can't do that, my girl. You tell all your friends I lazy.
Oh yes.
So you find another baby, mitansa. But outside man get something better. You know why? Because he leave you for your sister. So you can hunt me if you want, but don't ask me for money. Don't ask me for money. You can hunt me if you want. Go ahead, my girl. But don't ask me for money. Don't ask me for money. My credit card expire. Upa and Sampo. Please drop. It lose.
Okay, right now and so somebody gonna hunt tonight. I
Yeah.
don't know who.
Please joke? Yes, I.
Okay, that's it. That's a wrap on Vaval Central. See you next time. Vaval Central, Iwa, your show.
Thank you very much, Teddy and Team RCI. Hey, and all our visitors. All right, just want to let you know, Messiah, tomorrow, Saturday, only inside at 395.